Hello, hello. Welcome to another Even Invisible Gaming. Sorry for the late start. I was stuffing my face there. But we're back to playing some Esoteric Ebb, which is D&D 5th edition meets Disco Elysium. So last time we talked to this sphinx lady. She's apparently guarding some kind of vault here. She gave us a riddle that I don't remember what the hell she said. But if something that we couldn't solve now, it's going to be something we have to solve through our actions later. And then at the end of the stream last night, I tried to jump down this well into who knows where, and Snell stopped me. So I sent Snell away so that I could jump down the pit, and I died. That was the end of the stream. I'm not really sure what my game plan is here. We need to wait until midnight so that we can go and meet the governor, so that we can ask him for permission to get into the exploded tea shop for our investigation. So I need to burn 2 hours of in-game time. The only thing I can think of off the top of my head that we need to go do is we can go fight the skeleton. I don't know if we can actually beat the skeleton. It's going to depend on whether or not our inflict wounds does anything. Because inflict wounds does necrotic damage. And, oh, was that there before? Oh, it's just a sign. In 5th edition, undead are either immune or resistant to necrotic damage. I forget which. I think they're resistant. Maybe 3d10's a lot of damage. 3d10's so much damage that even if he's just resistant, it might be enough. And we got Snell. Well, we'll see how it goes. If we can't beat the skeleton... Well, we haven't been to Waterlane yet. That's the dock area. We haven't been to the docks yet, so I guess that's where we'll head afterwards, regardless of whether or not we die here. He's this way. On the other side of the secret passage. Snell's like, what the fuck are we doing here, man? Let's get a little save in here. Should I buff? We could bark skin. Let's cast bark skin. Make ourselves real tanky for this fight. Come here, you. No, no, no. I hate the crypts. Snell's like, wait, what the? Oh. Okay, Snell has his own initiative. Don't you have some holy magic against this thing? I don't. I don't have any holy magic. Ooh, he's got a sling? That... I don't know what kind of damage type slings do in 5th edition. I forget. In older editions, it's bludgeoning. Flies right through its open ribcage. Oh no! Snell! That was totally ineffective. The bones are outside of the body. They must return. Yeah, we're just going for that inflict wounds right away. Oh, that's a good roll. And a crack damage won't actually do much damage. Shit! Oh wait, that counted as a punch? What? The impact sends its skull flying off as the rest of it collapses upon the crypt floor. We cheated a punch in? Normally I have like a -2 from strength to punch. But because it was a melee attack spell, we gotta use our wisdom or our int. I'm not sure which one to use. Probably wisdom. And that counted as a punch and knocked its head off? What the fuck? This DM is crazy. No other threats. The skeleton must have been the only guardians. I'm not gonna thank Snell. He didn't do anything. The goblin leans on his knees, panting. God, I hate crypts. He raises a finger and wags it. Nothing good ever came from constructing a crypt. True. You either get a cursed place filled with death or a meat grinder filled with undeath. His veins are nothing but adrenaline. Apparently they burn corpses these days. Best thing humans ever invented was cremation. We're going to take credit for it. The chamber grows silent once more. He clears his throat. Fuck this place. Let's go. Hold on. I have to make sure this warrior gets what he deserves. Which is... I mean, we are going to loot it, but let's pretend to be a good guy. No. No, okay, we'll pretend to be a good guy. Oh, we got a helmet. Oh man, we can dump our charisma even harder. That's crazy. But +1 int and +1 con is great for us. Actually. I think we gotta. Oh my god, we're down in 4 charisma. We cannot manipulate anyone. We're incredibly unlikable. But they're just jealous of our big fucking brain, you know? That's on them. Oh, a mace? Now we're cooking. More minus strength. We can be even weaker. Colder than iron permits. Is this an evil mace? A present. Is this an intelligent weapon? The Mace of Terror. The Mace of Terror is talking to me. Mace of Terror is like, nah, dude. There's nothing here. Just chill. Goblin looks concerned. Let's not scare Snell. I mean, he's very, very wrong with it. Did I just get cursed? No. The figure in the periphery, watching. The Mace of Terror, I don't trust you. The mace is haunted. Simply occupied. I think someone died holding this. Well, yeah. He's like, oh, shit. You mean a ghost? You cannot wield it? That's where you're wrong, kiddo. That's where you're very wrong. We're immediately equipping this. We don't need +1 dex. It doesn't do anything for us. Oh, this also gives wisdom. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're down to 4 strength, 4 charisma. Whew. Damn. That's a stat distribution if I've ever seen one. Totally playable in an actual campaign, though. In an actual campaign, this is fantastic. When we're flying solo, though, we got some weak points. That's for sure. What is this? That doesn't look like a coffin to me. Stone coffin rests against... Oh, I see it. I see the wall. I see the coffin. I thought it was a little... I thought it was a coffer, not a coffin. Ornate cravings, coveted service, symbols of death and rebirth, all dwarven in origin, forge and hammer. Look at the carvings. Typical dwarven work, nothing special. Gudargar Folkdor, Inget Nit Understolen. Weird that... I don't know why we can examine, like, the handle so in depth. Something about this feels off. Why can't I back out? Oh, is this a secret wall? Or it's a trap. Okay. That went way better than I was expecting. Snell's like, man, I thought we were investigating a tea shop. Why are we dungeon delving? Doom, says Constitution. The lair of a lich. I'm not feeble-minded if that's what you're asking. I mean, that's... We're referencing the actual spell? Yeah. Okay, well... I don't know if we gotta go down there right now. Tomb of a Fighter. It is empty inside, except... Man, we got all this loot in here. Bone dust. Dust from a bone grinder. Very fine and faintly sparkling. Made out of unicorn horn or whalebone. Something can be... Oh, okay. Gives us back a second level spell. Be good. Not bad. And what's this? The first Tomb of Earth. 27 years ago is not that long ago, to be quite honest. Watch closely. This is how every divine dominion ends. Hey there, Celestial. What's up? How's your day? Okay. Even though it's consecrated, we're fighting skeletons. Okay, we got one more place to check here. I'm doing excellent. Had a productive day. Oops. Do we want to go deeper into the dungeon? Yeah, I guess we better. We need to burn some time. Oh, it's not a new zone. It's a new room. Man, the lich upstairs is going to be pissed at us. Dream patch. What the heck is that? All amounts of pixie essence incorporated into a sticky patch can be used to craft third level spells. I don't have third level spell slots. I'm probably not supposed to be here. Oh, that is definitely a demi-lich. So let's go get killed. Maybe it's friendly. Highly decorated skull. Yeah, right. Ooh. Ooh. Gee, I wonder why it says pickpocket. Almost like this is alive, right? Hey there. Stepping into the hidden tomb, you see a colorful display of twinkling light through the gloomy and dusty air. An eerie altar placed on top of a skull and several colorful gems. You could get it appraised by someone downtown. Yeah. The skull is a sign of death. Well, duh. Don't touch anything. Oh, my intelligence is smart enough not to touch anything, but it doesn't know why, apparently. Yeah, let's avoid this for now. Huh? It's all wonky. Are we going to insult the skull until it wakes up and yells at us? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. He's like, what are you calling me wacky? He's accusing us of phrenology. Yep. Yep. Snell knows we're in trouble. Earth, protect me. Oh. Ooh. We resisted and still took 9 damage. Damn. Oh no, we took 5. Oh no, I guess we took 4? Okay. Wake me up for some trifling bullshit? You're a trifler, huh? I did not trifle you. I did not try to pickpocket. A rare class of aberration found across the coast. They are known to run various cults across the Undersea, often trading in information known to inhibit powerful psionics. What the hell are you talking about? I'm a great wizard and nothing else. A wizard? Yeah, that's fair. I'm not a particularly good wizard. Oh. A little gunk in my throat. Skull lets out howling laughter as it shudders about in the air. I am Necrolord Bondival. Hey there, Kiori. How you doing today? Oh, I need some water. Wahaha! Necrolord, that is a title of old Diminor. Okay, that's the continent we're on or whatever? You just woke up. Damn, I don't know what time zone you're in, but it seems like you got up late. You've been unfortunate enough to encounter here a remnant of the Arcanist left to decay in this mad form. Oh, it's 11 Okay, well, that's fair then. Yep. The Demi-Lich called it. A lich fallen into a state of insanity and decay, rotting into nothing but a skull. Yeah, 11 a.m. totally reasonable. Well, depending. Punch the skull. Well, that's not happening. I think these are all the same. Yeah, it's pretty clear. A scared little more, yeah? Do we have any option besides punching? Okay, there we go. Guess where you're from. 11 a.m. Where would you be? That's gotta be... It's a country and a continent. I guess you're in Australia. Gotta be the only one, right? I was gonna say Japan or Russia. I know time zone wise, it's over in that area, to the far east. Geography may not be my strong point, but I can at least get that. I don't want no trouble. Boring? What do you want me to do? Look for trouble? Be an asshole? At least that'd be interesting. Wimp? Well, we've only got 4 strength. We are a bit of a wimp, to be fair. This can let me know all about your little situation. Oh, okay. A hint about my location. I can tell you it's 9 p.m. here. Alright, so of course the Demi-Lich knows the Lich upstairs. You're not very necromantically entangled, are you? I think that's to be expected, to be quite honest. Is that a bad thing? Of course it is. Every spellcaster should aim towards the necromantic. It's just natural. Yeah, well, I'm being intentionally vague. I don't... Well, what else would I guess? What could be another hint? You did give me a big hint. That's certainly true. Well, I guess if we're just going country, well, there's really 3 countries to choose from. Maybe that's not true. Well, that's probably approximately true. It's the one in the middle. Nope. For 9 p.m. 9 p.m. it's still the 18th over here. So way farther west than the UK. Can't you tell from my accent I'm not just some horny wizard. Well, you're looking bony. I'm a goddamn mage. The Lich is surprisingly not a threat. For whatever reason, his intentions are far more sinister. He intends to teach you something. Great. Yeah, you got it. We're in the US. We're, well, not exactly East Coast. We're in the eastern half of the US. Painting the arts by Hagen Dim, legend sent to fight on behalf of the greatest empire of the history of Jor's Arsprint. Nickelord is not just some title, it's a calling, a dream of undead supremacy. One day it will be reached. I mean, I'm down to learn some necromancy. You're the lucky one here, for I will help guide you to a string attunement. A necromantic attunement. Right, sure, I just have some questions first. That's pretty reasonable. I'd love to know how you came to my stream. That's useful information, actually. Ooh. Let's see if we can get a better roll here by asking some questions. So handsome? Don't kiss ass, Cleric. Well, okay, I tried. Long story. I've been around since the 300s. I don't know what year it is currently in game, so I don't know how long ago the 300s were. Scheme was quizzing me, though. Man, I don't know. Scrolling through Twitch and saw my PNG tuber. Well, thank you. I think it's a good little piece of art. Minor Arcane era. Man. Fade era. Nope. Okay, Fade era too long ago. Gate era. Gate era is 4,000 years ago. Damn. The demolition is referring to a finger death. Well, oh, he's not gonna finger me. Well, thank you. You're quite the connoisseur. Arcane era. There we go. I'll talk your skin off, Cleric. Well, that doesn't sound great. Where did you grow up? That's a weird question to start with. Who taught you necromancy? A ghost? A ghost on your father's farmstead? That's an interesting origin story. Yeah, I'm working on a couple of those. Wait, the ghosts got captured by an exorcist and now they're part of the merchants? Oh, she's in the collection of one of the merchants in a bottle. I see. Sure, I'm not really interested in making any purchases, but you can send me your portfolio on Twitter, X, whatever. You won't be the first. It's like a genie or something. I would have gone with a fancy box myself or an urn. Your greatest accomplishment. Nothing to do with necromancy. Was to receive accommodation in Thazin. Well, that evening during the reception, I managed to seduce and charm a beautiful young lady. Turns out she was the daughter of Hagen Dim Arcanist. Can you imagine? So obviously I married her straight away. My father-in-law made sure I got promoted to hell and back over the next decade. Oh, okay, that's a big brain maneuver. Sure. Okay, well, yeah, what's your greatest necromancy accomplishment? I led the animation of a Draco Lich. Man, they got all the D&D memes in this game. That's radical. She had spirit, that dragon. I wasn't a regular in the dragon cultist community, but my expertise as a lich led them to hiring me. That's funny. Would have done it for free, honestly. In the end, we succeeded. That was my greatest accomplishment, Cleric. Creating one of the most fearsome creatures to ever walk the coast. I obviously won't divulge the secret of Draco Lichdom, but rest assured that Ychmilian went through hell to achieve her new form. It was a tragedy what those genie Templars did to her and her army. Otherwise, she could have easily ruled a city or two. I don't care about the genie Templars. Fond of dragons, you know. Mortals look up to us, gods look down on us, dragons treat us as equals. Is that true? I've definitely got chats from people who I don't follow. Let me double check the settings. Where is it? God. The UI on Twitter is just not that great. Privacy chat. Allow message requests from everyone. Yeah. I guess you have to send a request. Yeah, fine, whatever. I'll follow you. Make things easy. This lich is talking all night long, it seems. Well, yeah, we gotta burn time until midnight. I see. To myself and my dear wife had both achieved lichdom, I made some misplays in the politicking. Stepped on the wrong foot, so to speak. Got my entire splinter house exiled from Hagendim Coalition. One thing led to another, yada yada. I ended up in Eskany. The lord of the fortress invited me to stay for a while. Did some freelancing, you know, newly divorced dad shit. Once Earth arrived, I ended up working with some of his paladins. Never met the fellow, but I liked the cut of his jib. You got any kids? A dozen or so. Very productive. My wife, Akalia, ex-wife, was a prominent member of the MRS, the Majocrat Reproduction Society. What? That's ridiculous. A hag-centered organization in Old Dimenor focused on creating artificial population booms among the Arcanists. While successful, it led to many feminist insurgencies during their reign. What the heck? You're at the forefront of woman first magics, you know, the kind of stuff that makes the whole childbirthing and or rearing business into a cakewalk. I never got along with those hags, but they did let me have 2 sons, so that's something. You implying that sons are better than daughters? Sounds like feminism. I thought the Arcanists were old school patriarchs. Good job, brother. Yeah, this dialogue is crazy. We'll just give him a bro fist. Kelly did most of the work, of course, but my contribution should not be forgotten. This is an inane topic. You are so right, Intelligence. I think some of them survived the fall. My blood wasn't prominent enough to be lineage persecuted among the Freestriders at the same time. It's not like they received any inheritance. Logically, I should have some great-grandchildren scattered about Duminori. Or, sorry, what's it called now? Reeds? Stupid name, if you ask me. They should have called it Stridery or something. That would have been on brand. Tell me about Viskin. Lovely bastard. I gave him a serious case of testicular torsion once. Can't believe he ever forgave. They have all the D&D memes in here. What the heck? They're just having a grand old time. Can't believe he ever forgave me. Pure evil. Skull lets out a maniacal laugh. What the fuck? Why would you ever do that? Just out of nowhere, as a joke, try to imagine sneaking up behind someone and doing the twirly twist. Holy shit. No, we had a little war going on. I had just left my position at the fortress of Verdun. It was 30-ish years, I believe, right when your Earth folk had begun growing quite bold up River Torna. Shared your work? Alright, I'll take a look after stream, I suppose. Not right this second. Decided to sneak into your city here. That's when I saw him. An old opponent, Viskin. I immediately remembered his ugly mug and his rotten soul engineering. How old is Viskin? No clue, maybe 100 or 2? Either way, I decided to kill him and take his place among the mortals of Norvik. A couple of magic duels and assassination attempts later, and we were at a stalemate. Although I'd consider it more as me just getting tired of hunting him down all the time. Him and his goons. Our battle came to an end, though, when a local vampire started messing with us both. Threatened to expose us, so they teamed up. Team up of the century. Or that decade, at least. You're weaker than a vamp? Let's not say that. He's gonna be pissed. It was an epic duel of the shadowy fates. The skull bounced around. Together, however, the vampire was easily eliminated. In the aftermath, we decided to work together. Viskin even helped me get this sweet alcove for myself. Wow, what a guy. A single alcove. We share research from time to time and work together to figure out the mystery of... He stops. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about something else. Did you turn into a skull in that battle with the vampire? A skull? Makes a motion that could be interpreted as a shrug. I'm a bit bony, but a skull? Don't be preposterous. The demi-lich is clearly unaware of his own situation. Oh, he's just crazy. It's either diluted or there is some esoterical effect placed upon his memories. Memory-altering spell by Viskin, perhaps? Thomas Darrow? Wait, the mayor's Darrow. A nobleman which made it more dangerous. Is it like the current governor's dad or something? We cut him down without anyone suspecting a thing. Maybe I shouldn't say this out loud, but who cares? The mysterious death of Thomas Darrow was written about quite extensively in the magazines about 15 years ago, back when you were a kid. Thomas Darrow. So that's what happened to the lost uncle of the Darrow house. Okay. Okay. We haven't gotten any more bonuses for our necromancy check. Something about the tea shop. Fun that it exploded, though. Probably a rogue wizard. Yeah, true. Not every day a village exploded in a fireball. Those necklaces were valuable, but sometimes someone smuggled one away from the front lines or off the factory floor. I was never too into evocation magic for that reason. Too easy. Who you voting for? It's against his ideological beliefs to vote. Democracy doesn't work. Never has, never will. Why do you say that? People are just too stupid, on average, statistically. Magocracy or technocracy might work. Hell, even oligarchy has its uses. Just look at the free riders. But democracy, real democracy, is foolish. It might help launch these other more powerful forms of governance into speed. But real permanent democracy? A shit show. Just you wait. Have we seen real democracy in action? Somewhat. Some pre-Arcanist states had pretty formal democratic conventions established. They were eaten, consumed by the power of the magocracy. They could not handle the rapid changes and extreme strength of the more directly controlled governments. The only reason a magocratic power did not stand on top at the end of the Coast War is because of Jorah's inebriating ebbing. Terribly annoying. Ebbing? What? Of course, you haven't heard of it? The Esoteric Ebb. The draining. An esoteric term, the draining of high-tier magic from Jorah's realm. The lack of high-tier magic is often taken for granted today due to the general hatred of Arcanists. We can talk about political theory all day, but if the ebbing had not occurred, the Arcanists would still rule the coast. There's no argument to be had about that. Thank God for that. It was a tragedy. I hope magic returns to what it was. I still think the Free Striders would have won eventually. I'll be voting for them, by the way. The gods would have stricken you down from your thrones in the end. You know it. Well, we're playing as essentially an evil wizard, so let's be pro-magic. This Demi-Lich holds much knowledge despite his mad nature. Ask him, what is Ebb truly? Say the same thing most rational Arcanists said back when it was the first discovered. Jorah is alive. He is haunting us, taking away what he gave us with his strings. As a joke or a punishment or a gift? Who knows? Personally, I'm furious at him. If he's indeed still here watching us. That's something. Damn, we didn't get any bonuses. Alright, well, we'll have to use some Swords Ajar, probably. So we need to roll a 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's it. We have got a 30% chance to succeed here. Oh, we had advantage, but we still failed. Damn. Dreams are always different for each school, aesthetically speaking. Everyone views them differently. Abjuration, to me, is steel. Evocation is lightning. Necromancy is flesh. Perhaps that can help. This mad Demi-Lich offers you knowledge. You do not need it. Show him. Of course you can attune to necromancy easily. You're a genius. You can attune to any magic known to man or beyond. Do you remember? Yes, I remember that course in school. All clerics underwent the Undeath Control class. They focused mostly on hostile destruction of undeath, not so much on the management of it. But the teacher cast an animation spell to create a zombie for you all to train on. The strings, they were pale like death. Hold out a hand towards the skull. He giggles in that sort of insane, creepy way. There are many strings. Twist this one. The string grows dark, black as night, and flies into your chest. Damn! Scream and convulse, oh gods. Fall on your knees, they are weak. They cannot help him grow, or help him now, Goblin. You did something, alright. Get up and grow. Toss a ton of negative energy right into your damn heart. First time I've seen someone do that and live. Impressive. You are alive, are you? Not a zombie or something behind that thing on your head? I'm alive. That's the spirit. Try again later. You'll get it eventually. Maybe you should rest first or something? Sounds worried. He should be. We got 8 shards. We can give it another try. Oh, and the DC's way lower now that we tried already. No! We fucked up again? Damn. Oh. Alright, we're gonna have to heal before we try a third time. Ooh. Oh my god. Can I cure wounds? No, we should eat food. Hold on, we don't have to heal that much. Just eat a mushroom and some apples. Huh? There we go. Finally, a decent roll. Tell me as best as you can the school of necromancy. How can I master it? Strings are strings. They're equal but different. You must have seen them a lot since you have them running through your flesh in the masses. I do. String of necromancy becomes that when it intersects with negative energy. Thus it begins to look like flesh to me. I have surely as many strings going through my existence as you do, except mine are necromantic. Yours are many strings. How do you deal with the strings usually? When I attune with strings, I twist them. Ah, so that's how you cast your organized spells. Necromancy is special because of that negative energy. Twisting a necromantic string would hurt, naturally, if you are anything but not alive. A living necromancer learns to either manage the pain through mutilation, religious fervor, physical numbness, or they learn to cut the string. Cut? Everyone uses different terminology. You might have heard it called willing the string or mastering it. It's the step every spellcaster must go through to reach the higher tier magic. They must learn to manipulate the string's shape. But it doesn't have a shape, it's just a dot? The skull laughs mockingly. Why do you think they call it a string then, dumbass? True. It measures change over time. You might have grabbed and twisted your strings in the moment, but cutting a string means grab it independently from all its other parts, in the past and in the future. Don't just twist it, separate it from itself. Of course, says our big brain. The talk about mastering strings, it all makes sense now. The string goes through time. Manipulating it more closely requires it to be twisted only in the now, without the other baggage. Locate a string near Bondeval, a pale string. Twist it. Aw, shit. That hurts. You twisted the string into a cure wounds, you idiot. Hurt like a... What do you say, motherfucker? I failed? The skull laughs intensely. You did great, Cleric, or should I say necromancer? That was a cure wounds for sure, but a necromantic cure wounds. Instead of a cure wounds cast through sissy abjuration or hardcore flesh melding transmutation, you now managed to simply remove the negative energy to reach the same conclusion, healing. Although yes, it did hurt like all hell, since negative energy obviously is kind of my thing here, as a glorious lich. Oh, so I mastered necromancy? Well, let's not get crazy. An overstatement, perhaps, but you should be able to cast the one spell you're looking for, at least. Speak with dead. That's what I'm talking about. That's great. It would be extremely useful for the case, obviously. Skull nods. You want a spell scroll? Would that be useful? Yes. Skull widens its jaw, then it coughs up a tiny spell scroll into the altar. We're unfazed. We take it. You've earned it, my evil apprentice. Oh no. As long as you use it for selfless goals, there's no evil in such magic. Yeah. We gotta justify what we're doing internally. Glorious, another tier of magic unlocked. Even if it's just a 3rd level spell, this will surely lead to greater things in the future. Oh, we need to hit level, like, 5 or something before we can use level 3 magic. If you have any other questions, go ahead. Speak with dead. That's 5 questions, right? Yes, indeed. Plus, the spell does not allow the spirit to learn anything new. It just literally animates a simile of the creature. It's an extraction tool, not a way to learn information. So if a person is being targeted by Speak with Dead and then resurrects, that person will not remember the questions or answers it gives? Not one bit. Except, of course, there have been recorded instances of it happening. Very rare. But only for creatures entangled so heavily in the strings of Jor that their spirit itself grows tendrils, so to speak. The spirit lives entirely within the strings, then it theoretically could listen in on the Speak with Dead conversation. But that's entirely based on conjecture, along with some instances I've encountered during my necromantic studies. Nothing to base a worldview on, wouldn't you say? Good job on this. I can see you have an extreme talent for handling strings, beyond what I've seen in many youngsters. I'd love to watch you burn out on a battlefield among hags and legionaries. Skull lets out crazed laughter while spinning around in the air. Anything else you want? Oh, I'm good. Okay. Perfect. That was... Well, if we hadn't failed twice, that would have been a perfect encounter. Nothing else down here? What time is it? Okay, it's almost midnight. And then we can meet the governor. How are we gonna waste time before then? We could try heading to the docks and talk to, like, one person briefly. Or maybe let's talk to Viskin. See if he has anything new to say now that we've learned necromancy from his demi-lich friend. Oh, let's also prepare Speak with Dead. Chill health. Oh, I forgot we can't because it's 3rd level. Shit. Oh well. Hey, Goldie, what's up with you? How you doing? How was your day? Hey there, Viskin. Nope, no new dialogue. Okay. Any new dialogue with the kobolds? I don't know why there would be, but we might as well check. Nope. Relaxing is good. Relaxing's the best. Let's see. Is the angel still... Angel's probably still at the manor, right? Let's have a peek-see. Oh. Nope. No? Angel's gone. I would think an angel works 24/7, but I guess they get the nights off. Magistrate's apple tree. Are we trying to talk to the tree? We got the big -3 strength. How do I reach those apples? See anything suspicious lately? Snell gives you a concerned glance, Trent, because we're trying to talk to a tree. The tree does not respond. If you really think this tree knows something, you should get in touch with the primal magics. Yeah, I'd love to. I don't know who around can help me with that. Ooh, I wish I had Mage Hand. I don't know. Let's not fall to our death quite yet. Around here. Where are the docks at? Can I get to them from over here? No one around at night? Nope, that ain't it. Alright, we gotta go underground. And I really hope that Lord Darrow can give us a place to rest, because we have not arranged somewhere to sleep. Oh, what's... Yeah, I can't get him. Okay. I think we can go this way. No, that's the... It's the tavern. I think the docks are over here? Perhaps. Yeah, to Water Lane View. Okay. We don't have a lot of time before we need to go talk to the Lord, but we can chat, like, with one person or something. Rollo Malik. I behold you. Slightly. The next generation, a late-stage teenager representing all young men among the Earth folk. Okay. What about you? Oh, we already talked, or yeah, we talked to this lady. She was shoving communist flyers into people's mail slots. They having a little bit of a spat here. A tense scene. A cleric just in time. Man, you got like a pitchfork in your pocket, man. Four young guys, each looking a bit nervous. Oh, I didn't realize all four of those guys were together. Except the angry-looking blonde kid. We've confiscated the illegal goods, he says, and bows his head. For the city. He turns his head towards one of the kids behind him. How's it going, Earth Nissi? I'm trying, hold on. Ain't the lanky kid trying to cast a cantrip? Hey, stop it. I'm Rollo, the blonde kid says as he takes a bow. Rollo Malik. At your service. Behind me are Earth Nissi, Sten Buskin, and Tully. Damn, they got some hard to say names. We're members of the Novakean Resistance, a movement to your thieves and ignorant book burners. The girl adjusts her spectacles and straightens her back. With all due respect, Mr. Cleric, she says, don't believe a word from these thugs. You notice the two other girls behind her, a halfling and a dwarf, both look at each other. Assholes. Careful, it's an actual cleric. Thugs, come on. Modisa, really? Like the AY aren't just a bunch of ruffians? I've seen enough. The goblin whispers to you inside. Just activists clashing. Who is the AY? Oh, Asgulus Youths. Let's get our cleric points in. They've stolen. You stole our entire water lane delivery. Yeah, I get that 45 XP. Yeah, sure, of an illegal newspaper. Lord Cleric, I assure you, we're doing the city a favor. I take that back. It's just a bunch of LARPers. A lover's quarrel. I need to correct something here. I'm not actually a cleric. Oh, can we get our mage points in too? Can't you see I'm a powerful wizard? For legal reasons, you can keep calling me a cleric. Damn, we didn't get any mage points for that. We didn't insist on being a wizard enough. A lover squirrel. Why did that give us cleric XP? What? No. The girl gives you an incredulous frown. I'm sensing a conflict here. You're here to uphold the law, right? So arrest these assholes. The dwarf grabs her hand and holds her back. Medusa, calm down, please. I don't know what the actual... Are they actually distributing? There is an illegal newspaper. If this is the illegal newspaper, then they are, in fact, distributing an illegal newspaper. We deliver papers for the Asgalian chant. Maybe you've heard of it. It's a pretty big deal. Paper is not terribly popular, but it is known for radical articles and political stances. Okay, but is it illegal? We have a busy schedule, and right as we started delivering the papers in Waterlane, these pieces of shit started following us, taking papers we've just delivered right out of people's mailboxes. That's illegal, right? If it's legal. She does not care for your opinion on the legality of mail theft. How rude. And then they grab one of our paper stacks from Zerba, like straight up assault and theft, and they can't get away with this. It probably was not that bad. First of all, thank you for listening to reason. I know we look like some dumb kids, but we're not. Bringing the written word does nothing to dispel such a notion. He gestures towards you and then to himself. We're on the same team here. I don't look dumb. Give him a hug. No, that's not happening. We heard about the Asgal chant being delivered on Tolstad. Or I did, at the guild. I work at the fishery, and I see every day how earthfolk get radicalized by dwarven nonsense. So I figured I'd get the boys with me and we'd, put a stop to it. We went to stop the production of a copper paper. We couldn't figure out where the thing was printed or anything. A lot of copper press zines don't really have official companies behind them. Especially trash like the chant. Fuck yourself, Tolly. Hey, relax. I'm telling our story here to the good Lord Cleric. Of course, it's illegal to distribute unlicensed paper in every official district, so I ask around. Apparently, someone saw these girls at the university going around delivering it. Wasn't that difficult to figure out? It was Modissa doing the deliveries. Fucking Modissa. She's not allowed to do that, the large kid in the back says with a nod. Wait, you guys know each other? Is history here? Back in school, everybody knew who Modissa was. The Asgalist Annoyance, the blonde kid says with a grin. Such a terrible nickname. Unimaginative and boring. Also, fuck you. Anyway, that's how we got here. They're delivering an illegal magazine, and we've put a stop to it. Yeah, what does the law say? The Asgal chant, or whatever silly name its anonymous publisher gave it, is not licensed for distribution in Tolstad. Requiring licenses for public distribution is a typical method to repress journalistic intent in Norvik. Okay, well, that's cool and all. At the same time, it's also illegal to steal delivered newspapers from mailboxes. even if those newspapers are delivered illegally. So they're both in the wrong. Although it's clear that the boys are bullies and the girls are victims. Well, for what purpose would I charm? It's pretty obvious. I mean, we need to talk to both of their parents is what actually needs to happen here. We must engage in a deep meditative form of empathy in order to achieve it. It's only DC 8 thanks to advantage. Snell's presence calms you. What the fuck? Snell, I didn't know you had such a calming presence. It would have been crazy if we failed that. We've got like a +4 or 5. Both of you listen up. Your calm and determined voice rings out across the street. You can't deliver your paper. And you can't steal it. But you can't deliver it. That's what I've been saying, and you can't take it. This isn't really a compromise. We're just telling them both that they're both wrong. Blonde kid grits his teeth, then he grabs the sack of papers and tosses it across. Oof. Medusa grunts as she catches it. Then she immediately turns to you. What do you mean? We have every right to. No delivering without a license. Fine. Boys quickly disperse, muttering amongst themselves. I mean, this was the most reasonable outcome. Don't, the dwarf girl tells Medusa as she strolls up to you. Hey, Mr. Cleric, you know we're just going to deliver these anyway, right? I mean... There should be one that just says, you better not let me catch you doing it. You sure made the problem go away, somewhat. Now let's get out of here. Oh, I think we got feats. It's feat time. Young women running around the streets, slinging Asgulus propaganda. Boys causing chaos in the name of some hapless magazine-inspired rebellion. It really can be tolerated. No, it cannot. Too much chaos has been caused by these damn kids. These young whippersnappers. This must be solved with the might of the state. The Asgul use did nothing to warrant such pushback. Yeah. You must pray for them, beg of them to please stop being so mean. What? One can wish. Those boys might be unkempt and rough, but they are proud citizens of a great city. Entirely through the morality of their behavior, which means feelings. You are feeling like the boys are in the right. What has happened here is a complication upon society. Representation of the wider culture. Yeah. Halfling god. Lady Fair and those not. The walking god who gave everything to save her people. Her words are few, but spread far across the coast. Her church is quite active among the Norvikian society. As an organization of charity, one open to all folk, no matter their origin. Women clearly build a more... What is... We're trying to solve a mystery here. I don't know. We're getting real involved in the politics. Women clearly build a more thoughtful and caring world for us all. Feel like a good man for thinking such egalitarian things. But I want to lead in the future, and I'm not a woman. Does that mean... Good, I have no interest in the future and or any type of leadership. I want to stay in the darkness and wither away. Yikes. Feel like there should be some middle ground here. What about a house held by a person never falls? That's catchy, right? Right? You can bring wisdom and goodness to the world as a man, but if a woman rises to the occasion, you must make an effort to enable her rise. There's something so powerful about dreams. Ideas spreading from man to woman, woman to man, but the Asgalian dream is not a blessing. It is a smile wrought in pain. Oh my god, so much text. It's not calling him oppressor. That is an unfair reading. Asgalism is about systematic change. Yeah, okay. Suppose if a man already has it pretty terrible in a world where he's supposed to be at the top, then a world where his advantages are gone would seem even worse. I'm sure there's a female perspective here somewhere as well, but I've only really read about that in Mom's books. Our character has a mom? New lore drop? Seems to me like it's more of a branding issue. The Asgalists need to be more in tune with the economic aspect of intersectionality. They're clearly losing out on a ton of angry book-burning boys. Look, I just want to do what's best for women. No, I don't care about men or women. I am an equal hater. We all suck. I am an evil wizard. It is surprisingly egalitarian. The one every boy reaches towards the late stages of their capitalistic, pubertistic, and socialistic awakenings that... No, not at all. It's only your placement you must understand. Seek love, be more. Oh my god. Suddenly understand gender or realize your place in the world. Well, one of these we have a chance to succeed, and the other one we don't. This one we have to roll a 15. This one we only have to roll an 8. Let's suddenly understand gender, I guess. Such a simple answer. As you compare and contrast, as you break away the many specifics and biases, little intricacies that make each man a man and each woman a woman, what is left is but the souls of these folk, these creatures of biological realities and spiritual happenstances, each of them loving and holding and hating and screaming within Jor's arbitrary spectrum, within some neatly organized checkboxes on a governmental form, within the heart and genitalia of each young, virile, beastly person who struts across this artificial landscape. They think so much, they feel so much, both as one. They are... Men and women are innumerably more similar than they have ever been different. Well, that's certainly true. Any kind of statistical calculation or divinely attributed seance will always point in this exact direction. There are extremely minor divergences in the averages. These are negligible. The default man and the default woman are going to be, in every single way that matters on a broader scale, equal. Different. I mean, that's not really the important part. You know it because you feel it. Esoterically. However, these minor differences on the average, they coagulate towards the extremes. A bell curve. It's a miracle the green one took this long to figure it out. Okay, now that intelligence is on the scene, yeah, bell curves. Obviously. Men are 1,000% more aggressive than women in the averages. That is nothing but an indication of this. The most violent people in society are all men. This means both of these following statements are fully true. First statement, men and women are the same. Second statement, men and women are different in the extremes. Yep, this is 100%. This is actually correct. Only in extreme cases does gender affect anything. If you're dealing with the most empathetic people in the world, they'll almost all be women. If you're dealing with the most competitive people in the world, they'll almost all be men. Yeah, for the vast majority of groups and or collections of people, the more empathetic and competitive are just as likely to be either men or women. This gender divide is not something you should use to judge or evaluate average people in average day-to-day life. I was really worried that this game was going to say some crazy bullshit, but this is just actually correct. Yep. But only because the most violent people become criminals and the most lovely will become Asgulus. There's something about that last part sounds incorrect. You must choose. What am I choosing? Choose a side. As difficult as it might be. Extra proficiency in roles when speaking with feminine characters. That's funny. Or we can go with the page. Extra proficiency in roles when speaking with masculine characters. What? Which one's better? In all honesty, you must think of this as a representation of your future struggles. In other words, the person who blew up the tea shop, the one you must discover, will it be a man or a woman? Could be either. Sorcerer would surely be able to sling such esoteric force, but a man is more likely to enact it. Okay. Okay, being able to talk to ladies is nice, but I do want to have good roles with our boss man, who is a man, assumedly. And we're on the way to talk to him. Snell is a man. I don't know if we need to make any checks with him. Our star witness, I think, is a man. There's a lot of men we need to talk to. Your proficiency in roles when speaking. Okay, so it doesn't include combat. There is Lady Sage, or Sage Leaf. I don't know if we need to make any checks against her. Let's just choose men. I think there's a lot of guys to talk to. I think we can change this if we want. Every man within a radius of 2 to 3 kilometers will respect you for your choice here. The rest will soon follow. Okay. That was something. Hold on, we got... Okay, so now we have these 2 feats. That was... I don't know if that's a super useful feat. Okay, we got one more... Oh, class conf... Your very opinion. Now it's time to choose. Cleric, rogue, wizard, or something else. Yeah, let's go. You're not just some government goon. You are the cleric. Type of discrimination faced by Arcane these days simply because of ignorance. Yes, as a wizard, I must stand above all of them, for I'm the greatest arcanist of this generation. Yeah. Such words would have the populace sneer at you, all due to the Coast War. Remember, a genius does not concern himself with the opinion of small minds. Become the God Emperor Wizard of Norvik. Fuck yeah. Man of your talents must be appreciated, feared, admired. There are other trails as well. One's more in tune with your natural inclinations. I see where you're going with this. I want to be the God Emperor Wizard. The amount of spells you can prepare is increased by an extra proficiency. Saving throws made by targets are also rolled at dis- Oh, that's so good! Disadvantage on saving throws? That's insane. If this was actually a D&D campaign, this would be the most powerful feat in the game. Your heals can also be increased by your strength modifier instead of your own. That is complete garbage. That's total shit. Our strength is 4, which is a -3, or at least a -3. Maybe it's a -4. Friendly local druid. For extra proficiency in roll. Yeah, no, we're a fucking wizard. Not only is that what we want it to be, it's also the best. It's so good. Acknowledge your privilege. Use it to subjugate the lesser beings around you. Hell yeah. Man, we got like 500 XP for those two choices. Okay, oh, it's midnight. We can go talk to the patriarch or governor or whatever. Where the frick that is. Oh, wrong way. Mr. Darrow. Whoa! Hey! A face of iron appears from nothing. You hear the goblin say something to you. Dagger. He doesn't need to raise his voice. You know the gravity of the word. Pain incoming. Oh, we got a nat 20 on the initiative. Oh, I wish I had healed up. We still have Barkskin active. For another 100 minutes. Can you ask him to put the blade away? Take a deep breath, get it together. Is this some kind of encounter? You better make sure. No, I'm gonna fucking incinerate him, dude. The goblin is moving. You're already behind. Grease? Can I not inflict wounds? I want to inflict wounds here. Although we can grease him. All right, we'll grease him instead of incinerating him. Oh! I guess we're not going to interrogate him. The goblin remains in his fighting stance for a few more seconds. Then he relaxes his posture, giving you a nod. Brutal. Calculated. Give him a thumbs up. If it works, it works. The goblin leans out over the abyss, staying several steps away from the colorful substance greased all over the bridge. They really should add guardrails here. They really should. Sadly, the old lady couldn't get the building permits, otherwise we'd have bolted up this place a long time ago. Well, for this one, I guess it worked out, sort of. Someone wants us dead. Or you, more likely. Whoever sent this asshole must be destroyed. Retribution? I like it. Takes a deep breath and checks himself for wounds. No one even got hurt. Ain't that a wonder? That mask was weird. Yep, gives me the creeps just thinking about it. Looks like some old ceremonial thing. Religious rites, sacrifices, cults. These days, evil cults aren't a thing in Norvik. You believe the magistrates. He's implying there is a world underneath the city. City officials do not know or care for. Could also be connected with something below. We should find a scholar to ask. I heard there's one on Water Lane. Snurry. We head by, I could have a chat with him. Who do you think actually sent it? No clue. Something. Well, we're staring down to the abyss and it's staring back. They can't get away with that. Not on our streets. Something down there, Snell. I know. Concerning. This attack was coordinated, not very effectively, but nonetheless planned. There will be more coming. The mask, it had a meaning. You need to uncover it. Snell checks around the crossing, a wary scowl on his face. Grease is clear. Let's get out of here. Huh. Huh. Interesting. Let me... Just in case there's more comment, I'm going to consume 1 incense. So we have 2 spells. I really wanted to interrogate him. Oh, can I load the autosave and see what happens if we actually combat him? Is this still after the fight? It is. Hold on. Here? No, that's too far back. Never mind. Never mind. No interrogation. Maybe if you kill him, he falls off the bridge anyway. That's probably what happens. Oh, a cat. I get to speak with animals. I bet this cat has tons of great info. No reason the cat says, what the fuck are you talking about? We're talking to a cat. What do you mean I don't have a reason the cat to speak with animals? Are you fucking crazy? It knows more than it lets on. Oh, is he not an animal? Is this actually a druid? You wish to hold a proper conversation with this magnificent creature, you need to find the first level spells. I have speak with animals. Constitution success. Pet the cat. He reshores the cat's head. It meets your palm and nuzzles up against it. What a sense of divine validation. Such independence and arrogance. You should get a cat. Well, we got it. Gotta speak with animals, the cat. Sir Tribben. You hear a loud scoff coming from the tiny creature. Been a long time since one of you brutes learned to speak. Do not call me cat. That is an idiotic way to greet someone. I am Sir Tribben of the Stones in the Waters. You shall address me as such. Of course, Sir Tribben. Cat speaks in a jaded, regal tone. It's adorable. The goblin looks at the cat and then back at you. Neat. You go ahead and interrogate this cat. I'll be here when you're done. I'll be frank, Humano. Never cared too much for your kind. An attempt at cat speech. How glib. You're adorable. Typical. Learns to speak after years of muttering nonsense. And first thing he says is the most idiotic thing I've ever heard. You really are a brute. Well, what do you want? I'm not sharing prey with you if that's what you're expecting. Cat speaks in a slight cat speech accent, which is logical, but still quite strange to hear from a creature of his stature. See anything suspicious lately? No. Oh, we have to... Damn. We don't have the charisma for talking to cats. Good. Shit. The green guys. Oh, you mean the munchkins? They are annoying, but not worse than your kind. What do you know about the tea shop? Yes, when the bird took over, I hope that foul was lost in the flames. And again, what I would not have given to hunt it myself. Okay, he wants to kill the Birdman owner. Well, I don't think he's voting in the election because he's a cat. All right, we'll fail this charisma check real quick. Yeah. We almost made it, though, actually. Only 2 off. The cat scoffs the way a 40-year-old fisherman scoffs at an ambitious teenager. No, go away. Damn it. I don't know if that's worth a shard. Damn. The spell is wasted. Shoot. Okay, well, let's go talk to the Lord. Or Governor, or whatever the hell he is. Okay. Should be in here, I think. Oh, there's our angel friend. A knightly helmet must be a leftover. Take it. Well, if you insist. Oh, we got the sick mode frog mouth. Man, do we need to be like swapping out our helmets when we talk to people? I don't really want to micromanage that, but an LR of Norvik, an LR of a girl, and a newspaper clipping about the coin lord. I don't know what an LR is. Okay, let's... What is this? A whale of many colors. A mural of some ancient civilization. These ancient towers around Tolstad must have been covered in such paint. These will compliment it. Oh, from the snail people civilization. Okay, and here's our first time meeting Lord Darrow, who we don't report to directly, but is our boss, and we need him to give us permission to investigate the key shop. Tower key. Oh, a charisma check. Not so good. Oh, we got 15. Here he is, the coin lord of Norvik and magistrate of Tolstad. The smile of his is a facade, of course, an expression simulacra, heavily trained over the course of 20 years on the job. He's an expert in his field, and his field is politics. He will respect you only if you serve him loyally, like a like a hound, or if you prove yourself competent and ruthless. He has no time for fools, but a man of his stature does not retain power if he does not recognize talent when it barks in his face. He's only level 3. Pathetic.
Mm-hmm.
At the top of the stairs, you see a man placed upon his silken throne. His well-groomed face lit by a single bulb candle, but he does not look at you. Instead, he folds his copy of the Norvikian Post in half in size. He was waiting for you. Don't make him mad. This is your boss. You hear about this? The man slaps his newspaper. Asgilist opportunist strikes fear in Silker's Guild, he reads to you. Then he lowers the papers and mutters, 9,000 crowns in damages. He looks annoyed and impressed at the same time. Protesters, hooligans. We should beat them in the streets. They're trying to get their point across. Oh, they did that a long time ago. But what can you do? It's democracy. Folding his paper in half again. It's the age of crowds, that's what they call it. And the loudest voices keep shouting at me in particular, it seems. He furrows his brow. The moonlight makes him look like a marble bust. He's certainly playing the part. He shifts his eye over to your companion. I see you've picked up a goblin. Takes a step forward. Lord Darrow, Lady Sageleaf has declared a joint vent operation. Of course she has. Cleric, if you will, I would like to speak with you in private. Excuse me? The goblin glances to you and then back to the coin lord. Seriously? It's fine, he's cool. Sure. Now, if you please, he gestures towards the stairs. Your services are not needed at the moment. Thank you. Uh-huh. Snell would appreciate if you stood up for him. Stand up for Snell. Everyone wants me to stand up for Snell. Yeah, we're going to be working with Snell, though, for a long time, so we need him to like us. Stand your ground. Hear a chuckle from your companion. It's fine, late anyhow. He gives you a knowing glance. I'm heading home. First thing tomorrow, Cleric. The tone of his voice gives it away. He respects you a little bit now. Snell gives you a quick nod, then he turns to leave. The coin lord glances out the window and remains quiet for a moment. I feel compelled to ask. Once you hear the door closing behind Snell on his way out, he continues, how was your meeting with our dear goblin chieftain? I don't think she likes me. He gives a short laugh. I'm in a similar seat myself. You notice a ring on his finger. It looks esoteric. The coin lord carries an iron will ring, as all good politicians do. To prevent him from getting mind controlled. Makes any mind-altering spell you cast on him useless. Don't waste any spell slots. I must apologize, Cleric. Tossing you around as a pawn in this regrettably political game of ours isn't something I hoped for. You obviously have much more important matters to attend to in the palace. Of course you do. Nothing in your life has value to society. Well, fuck you, stomach. I'm here to protect the city, my lord. A job's a job, then why bring me here? Good, good. I'm pleased to hear that. First things first. I'm obliged to offer accommodations during your stay here until... Thank God we have somewhere to sleep. It is customary for clerics on a job to be given free housing by their employer. You may stay in the old guard tower. Oh, excellent. I know where that is, and I know you have the key. Yep, he tosses me the iron key. Perfect. That key will get you access to the tower. Edier uses one of the floors. You take the top one. Thank you. No need to thank me. It's entirely customary. Now, about the incident. As soon as the fires were put out, I had a city engineer inspect for structural damages. Once it was cleared and no casualties were reported, I shut it down. Without an investigation? Initially, yes, as a precaution. The reason why we've been so very careful with this whole ordeal is simply because we do not want to cause more strife. We've got enough of that already, Earth, pray tell. Suddenly you see how very tired this man is. And his breath smells funky. So he's been drinking, I suppose? What information do you have? Aggressive spread of fire, a loud explosion. Militia rush across the halfway bridge and put it out. The owner is missing, but no one got hurt. What's the matter with the tea shop is one big distraction, I'm afraid. Well, my purest guess would be someone with access to arcane artifacts, or at worst, a rogue spellcaster. Someone who would benefit from scared goblins and angry Asgulls. A radical. Not a bad guess. However, he is clearly attempting to not place focus on any real powers in the city. If a party was to blame, that would cause a headache for him. Keep him talking. You need more info before you ask about the tea shop. Well, it might be smart to go for the tea shop question straight away. Oh, I'm getting conflicting information. You require information. Duh. This is bad. He will own you. So you're the coin lord. For now, post-election, I might end up on a very long vacation. Angel, your bodyguard? More or less. Editor is a high prefect. Every magistrate gets the highest tier of protection available. She's not much of a talker, but I can't say I dislike it. Oh, she gets the job done. You hear that, Editor? Darrow calls out down the stairs. Yes, magistrate. She replies coldly from below. How's the election going? We're winning. His voice is not cheerful. You're not happy about it. We've got a third of the populace. A third. That means we've already lost the goodwill of a large portion of the human population, according to the latest polls. The campaign is a half failure, but it'll get us over the finishing line. The national campaign aimed at reigniting the spirit of Earth in his folk. It's been 70 years since the reconquest. Let us celebrate that victory. He feigns a cheer. An attempt to make the masses worship the state instead of their dead god. You have read Alexandro, I assume? No. Well, maybe my brain has. Gnomish author of The Folk, a collection of essays on the topic of populism, famously suggested the new era to be named the Era of Crowds, which he referenced earlier. Yes, of course. And I'll spare you the lecture. We followed his teachings when building the campaign. A campaign to bridge the gap between a follower of Earth and a citizen of Norvik. We want people to worship the state, more or less. What's the problem with the Asgulus? Well, I know, but just wanted to ask anyway. I guess we can ask about Viskin. He is obviously a lich. Of course, not something I hear spoken out loud too often. I highly suggest you not mention that to anyone else either. Ah, you know. Yes, it's pretty obvious. Don't worry, we have a functioning deal. From what I can tell, Viskin isn't really acting out kidnappings or mass soul drainings on the regular, so really, considering his services, he's really a net good for the city. I see. Yes. From what I understand, Viskin has a special deal with the Whibbits as well. So considering your situation, he would be a good ally. Keep it that way. What do you know about the owner of the tea shop? A birdfolk male called Drummer, I believe his name was. The type to show up in all kinds of registers in the palace. But he didn't have any expensive insurance or anything. No insurance at all, in fact. Poor guy. Feels nothing but contempt for this bird. The bird hasn't left the city in any official capacity. He's on a list. He's on the no... Can't have a bird on the no-fly list. So you don't know where he is. The coiner leans back. Maybe he's halfway to Vergeni by now. Maybe he's down in the sewers. The missing paladin involved. Is that what the papers call him now? Lord Gorm has been missing for a week, so I'm afraid the timeline doesn't quite add up. If you find him skulking about below, you can ask him anything you want. Just let him know he's been kicked off the campaign, okay? Sounds pissed. Paladins would often delve too deep into the tunnels below Norvik. It's tradition, really. What's my actual job here? It's to do what I ask of you. Look around the rubble, ask around for witnesses or evidence. I want you to keep the goblins happy, do that, and I'll be happy. Need access to the tea shop, obviously. You told me to look around the rubble. His eyes, he's thinking of making a choice. The goblins are not the only ones with eyes on our scorched tea shop. In fact, I've been advised to simply ignore the whole thing, to just let it go. That would be a sound choice if the goal is to avoid political fallout. What does it say? Perhaps. Yes, or perhaps not. Sageleaf is insistent. He sighs and looks out the window. I'm in a difficult position, Cleric. Do make it easier for me, will you? How do I do that, my lord? I want to be able to trust you. Trust that you'll be able to keep this on the down low. We fear something about this tea shop. That if anything unseemly were to be uncovered, you'd of course keep such things from non-city affiliated factions. The Coin Lord speaks with a speed you're barely able to follow. You understand? Not a question, a demand. If a city affiliated actor caused the explosion, then this Coin Lord is done for. Of course, he's going to be careful. He's trying to steamroll me, right? Yep. Gotta catch up. Just accept it. I guess, man, is DC 14? And we got -2 total, so we have to roll a 16? Well, I don't want to just say I understand, so we're just gonna fail this roll. Oh, we almost. Oh my god! I can't believe we made it. You listen now, you big buffoon. You've got approximately 1.5 seconds before the Wordmancer takes control of this conversation again, so it's time to shoot your shot, and you know exactly what to do. Tell him my deepest secret. Demand a raise. Ask what he will vote in the election. I don't think any of these were really what we wanted to say. I guess we're just trying to disrupt the flow of the conversation. Let's demand a raise. No, of course not. You gotta get him off balance, and of course you know exactly how to do that. Make a counter offer? Yeah, that's exactly it. Sorta. You open your eyes after a very long blink to find Magistrate tapping his fingers against his cheek. He's just about to keep going in his rant when you interrupt him by going, "I'm a busy man, Magistrate." Your comment causes him to stop speaking. Your politicking is important, fine, but I have a job to do. My career's on the line here. Simply looks at you, silent for once. I'm a rational actor. I'll obviously keep the city's interest in mind, but in return you must offer me leeway in this. He leans back in his chair. Grant me access to the tea shop. In return, I'll keep the goblins off your back, and I'll make sure Tolstat remains calm for the election. I mean, this is already what he told us to do. Is this really a compromise? You have a duty to the city, Magistrate. Allow me to perform mine. A smirk creeps on his face. A rational actor. With what motivation, then? I am an evil wizard. I want all three of these, to be quite honest. He's thinking. Fine, I can work with that. The passphrase is cardamom poison. Good passphrase. No one would ever speak ill of that wonderful spice. Report back to me on election day. Make sure to clear this up with the goblins before then, will you? Thank you. Okay. Chat with the angel. She looks like a giant in here. The magistrate will not have time again. Cleric. I'm not taking your bed, am I? Ah, so that's so I gestured towards her face. Nah. Mimicry. Oh, she sighed even though she doesn't need to breathe. Interesting. Magistrate has ordered it. She's not happy about it. Okay. I'm gonna go. Now, we could just go to bed and get an early start. Well, an early-ish start tomorrow. Okay. But I want to see if there's any events that are exclusive to nighttime. Oh my god, an assassin. Well, at least we gotta go first. There's no Snell here. We're not at full health. They were waiting for Snell to leave. You've got the upper hand. Can I grease him again? I've only got one spell slot, though. You've got the wrong cleric. Ooh. Not particularly good on any of these rolls. Do we just try and grease him again? No, I want to fuck him. Oh, get fucked. With a fistful of necrotic power, you strike. As you watch the attacker falls, his slender body tumbling backwards. The grassy and rough dirt gets struck by the rapidly accelerating rolling assassin going down the hill. Your eyes follow the descent as the attacker disappears like a spinning sack of apples into the roller mill ruins. By the time you reach the ruin, the shadowy figure scrambles to reach the edge. You follow it real quick, but the bastard jumps into the water. I guess that's exactly the same thing would have happened if we cast Grease. Holy shit. You lean out, glancing into the water. You see nothing, only night and waves. The assassin is gone, along with any evidence of wrongdoing. Damn it, you just can't catch one of these little bastards. How horrific, someone's really trying to kill you. Apart from the wounds you sustained, of course, there's something strange about this. That was no killer, it felt like a mistake, all of it. You'll have to be stronger next time in order to capture this foolish spellcaster. I mean, he tried to assassinate me alone. Not that the goblin would be able to do much, of course. We missed Snell. Not that much. Don't be hasty to make connections. Do you think it might not have to do with the tea house? They just hate clerics? Well, that was something. Where am I? I've never been at this mill. Looking out over the edge towards the roller mill's blades, you see the spinning as per usual, except in one of them there's something stuck. You see a rod. It appears you've spotted something interesting. That design is quite easy to spot among the mass-produced arcane-era magic items. It's an immovable rod. Wouldn't it be dangerous to grab it? You could die, yes, so maybe you shouldn't. Let's save our game first. Oh, good. We got Wizard up to 8 and Arcanist up to 7. Very good. Our helmet. Okay, we saved. I want that rod, but this is not. We have to. Nope. Nope. Oh no. We landed on the blade of the mill? Why does this always happen to me? There's a good reason, surely. Maybe even two. Oh, look at us go! Beyond the water, on the ridge of an ancient passage of Dorian stone, stands a young girl. Next to her, the mother. Mother, look, a cleric. Well, there we are. Going around and around. Yeah, they don't even need to send assassins after me. I just keep getting myself killed. Mother responds with a sigh. Yes, yes, she tells her daughter. Come, we have to get home for supper. I don't want to make a strength thing. Is there nothing else I can try? What? What is... Do they forget to add a text line? We're going in the ocean. You clench every muscle in your body. You stare at the ledge. The opportunity. The mill blade spins. I can't do it. I really, really can't do it. Coward. Ah. Hey, we did it. Jump. Far, but not far enough, at least for a graceful landing. Grab the ledge. Ow. Oh, we still have our bark skin on. Sick. 15 more minutes. Realize something falls to the ground. The rod. It lands with a thud on the stony walk. How convenient. It's a hard wooden frame with fancy icons set pieces on each end. Along the handle is a button, however, it appears permanently pressed down on. A quick swipe of your hand reveals its magical nature. However, the item is clearly broken. If you do, it gets stuck to the ground, obviously. It's a broken immovable rod. It's a movable rod. It's just a stick. Whatever object it touches last, the rod will be esoterically locked and aligned with. It cannot be moved once it touches an object until it comes in contact with a second object. Constitutes an object. It would be an esoteric designation, usually determined by belief or common esoteric forces, or set in specific rules left by Jor. In this case, it seems to indicate a dynamic object connected via mass. Okay. Were you to cut off your arm, that arm would be a new object. Used? Oh, nothing. It's quite literally a useless stick. If used very carefully, it could be a bookend. Well... Okay. Well, maybe we can fix it. Where am I? Where of Novik? I assume this is an active... Can we go in? Oh, we're going in the mill. I don't know why we're going in the mill, but we're going in. What? Whoa! I don't want to fuck with a rust monster. It's gonna eat all my metal. Well, I'm glad it ran away. Site safety rules. Oh, hold on, what's that? Why can't I click on it? Something stuck to the gear. Stress? You pickpocket? I don't want to try and pickpocket the gear. Shiny red thing. The Didendum. I don't... Bunch of engineering bullshit. We didn't get it, did we? No, it's still on there. Let's look at the rod. Hey, it's +1 dexterity. Oh, we might have to have it equipped to use it in, like, dialogue conversations. I don't know. A long way to fall. Should be safe. Glance at the ladder. Those cogs, they could swallow you whole. The DC 5 strength check to go down the ladder. Let's save. Oh, we had disadvantage. Why did we have disadvantage? Okay. Roller mill workers kept more than ledgers in their archive. What does that mean? Oh. Sure. Oh, and treats. It's a locked door. An owner in fear of... I have no idea what's going on with the mill situation. I feel like we've wandered in somewhere that we don't need to be. Okay, yeah, we failed to pick the lock, obviously. What about over here? Near the water. Don't fall in again. Where is this? Where am I? Holy shit, it's a giant blue lobster / rust monster. What is... a regular non-giant crab? That is a bold claim. You spot a crab on the... that is not a crab. The Hornian crawler. Cute. You reach forth and the crab immediately snips onto your index finger. Panic. Crab pincers grip your finger. That's a big crab. That is definitely going to hurt us. Your steely bones tank most of the damage, but it is hanging on. Please let go, Mr. Crab. That's a big fat 0. Almost. Okay, we got it. It's funny that you could just die to this crab if you keep failing your strength checks. Thank God we still... well, Parks can only saved like 3 damage there. When your index is released, you immediately feel the blood begin to flow once more. He was a good little fighter, a good crab. But we can... oh, we can use an incense to do it. Hi there, big fellow. What's it like being a crab? It's great. What do you like about being a crab? It's great. A happy crab. What's your name? I'm Criminity. Crimity? Cool name. Thanks. Do you have any information for me? Oh, yes, I do. Did you know that there's an abundance of worms on the riverbank this time of year? It's causing me to gain a few pounds. The ladies will love it. Wow, that was not helpful. Wait. Why did we end our spell and then not ask the questions? Okay. Well, fuck me, I guess. We should probably... we can't take too much more damage without dying. Conquest by river, by land, by heart. What's that? Statue of Earth. Shouldn't I move it? It's like in the middle of the road. No, it has chosen its path. What? Something in the trash can. From a primal spirit. I need to cast Druidcraft or something. Oh, it's one of those little teleporting gnomes. Our Mirren Heron. Oh, they give me an incense? It hands you some leaves while doing a strange, seemingly improvisational dance upon the trash. Why can't I don't have access to my cantrips during dialogue. Try to cast Druidcraft. Before you're able to do anything, the little creature poofs away. Okay. Disgusting little creature. Can I precast Druidcraft? Yes, I guess. How long does it last? Or is it always on? Oh, I can choose one cantrip to be on at a time. Weird. Okay. What the fuck is that? That's a very suspicious goblin. Oh, what is this? Oh, I think this is... Oh, this is the bookbinder. We need to get our book fixed here. Hey, yo. Is this pest control? In a sense. A bird folk. Cleric? No, I'm a wizard. The birdman behind the door ruffles his feathers. Shinyalan is my name. If you're not pest control, I need nothing from you. Please leave. I have a ruined prayer book. Can you fix it? Prayer book? Yes, I've seen quite a few. Drop inside. I'll check a look. Yes, horrible saltwater left swollen. You could have avoided the worst of this if the drying process had been handled better. I'll rebind this foul mess for you. How much will it cost? We will see. It depends on the process. I will need guidance on the direction of the rebinding. Spells inside are lost, however the style and formatting can be saved. Using my skills, I can aim at something from the towers, which would be most similar to the original work. I could also focus on rebinding it in the style of a druidic ledger, or perhaps as a grimoire of the dark and forbidden arts. Make it as well as you can with the original intention. Might choose an intelligence upgrade. Is that an intelligence upgrade? My intelligence is already quite high. I don't need a +1 in intelligence. Whatever. We're a wizard. Return tomorrow, not while the sun rises. I am either resting or working intently during those hours. I'm glad we got this in tonight. You want to go drink at the tavern later? Training the knowledge back in 3 wings. I know many things, but no time to talk or share. Busy. If you want scholarly teachings, go speak with my upstairs neighbor. Okay. You wanna go drink at the tavern later? No. Why do you need help from pest control? Rats. They're awful. Keep spawning out of the sewer pipes. Yeah, the PCG should really take care of that. Yes. That bastard guild leader, Torlim Slip, keeps telling me they don't have time. No time. They have a dozen teams running around the city. No time. For the big problem is that they cannot get anyone to do pest control missions at 1-star levels. The PCG has a ranking system based on the danger of any particular pest they handle. Of course, Ratwits would be a 1-star. It is very annoying. I've looked into it, and the problem is the pest control teams that join the guild only take on 1-star missions for a couple of weeks. Then they quickly start focusing only on higher paying tasks, and all the actual normal pests keep on spreading throughout the city. It is a ridiculously idiotic system. So while all the mimics and monsters keep getting slayed, nothing is done about these darn rats. The Pest Control Guild uses a legendarily poor design. The bird takes a few breaths after his rant. Worst part, my nephew has a team himself, the White Doves they're called, and I've tried sending messages to him also, but he just says the same thing. Too busy, too busy. Tell me more about your nephew. He calls himself Valyrian rider. That is the Norvikian way of saying his name. He's also active within the Free Strider party. You're interested in throwing a vote for one of my fellow Alkin. He works for one of those filthy Yobus, which I'm not happy about. Oh, and a halfling, a cleric, in fact, of the Lady Fair Church. I could join pest control. Sure, then you'd go and take on all the big and scary monsters and crawl into the city. Ignoring all the actual pests just to get a payday. Yes, that does sound like exactly what I'd do. Of course. Take a look at it. It does sound like a quest. If you do, I'd be very happy. The rats seem to come from the sewers, connected from the city below. Okay, well. The only reason I haven't gone to sleep is because I'm looking for night-specific encounters. I don't necessarily need to talk to every NPC that I could talk to during the day. Is that a griffin? But where are those fangs and the rest too? No, we don't. I think he's probably there during the day. Okay, that's where the Free Striders live. Including the anti-magic messaging, Free Striderism comes with something. No one can dismiss the dwarves' architectural genius, yeah? Office, okay, that's where the scholar is. We do have a couple things we want to ask him about. How do we get over there? Apparently we don't. Let's head back into town. I assume there's only one assassin per night. Well, we had 2 assassins this night. I assume there's not a 3rd assassin tonight. Could be mistaken. Now let's go through Goblin Town. We're just looking to see if there's anything new around. Well, what's... Oh, I guess we can grab that mushroom. Did you just rip those mushrooms out of the pot? Why did you do that? What? It was cultivated here. It was a potted mushroom. Whoops. Nature is yours to mold. Someone worked hard cultivating. Now you're just taking them. I put them back? No, you'll have to live with it. Well, I suppose that's a good point, but oh well. We can chat with our druid friend, Miss Mushroom Dark Elf Lady. Do you have something to trifle with? Just a mushroom. Who are you voting for? No, they're not a city. According to city law, universal suffrage includes any inhabitants of Norvikian soil as of the 1st of Ingarmi 26. How long have you lived here? About a year? Makes you a citizen. Citizen? Oh. She's taken aback by these news. Don't I get a say in that? Nope. You might have just convinced her to go vote. We'll see. Nature magic is self-explanatory, apparently. I guess I'll say she doesn't look like an elf. What do elves look like? Elves are monstrous. Ilum elves are tree-like. Primia elves are simply gray. Maybe you do look like an elf. We do not call ourselves that, but to your people, yes, I'm an elf. Elves of stars. Hmm. I don't like elves. Well, we're not gonna say that. How do I get to the Undercoast? Holes and tunnels. Do you have a great civilization? No. I believe your people would call us nomads. Okay. Wow, you speak good Elvish for an elf. Alright, well that wasn't very productive. It's getting late. We're gonna have to wake up pretty late. We sleep for 8 hours at least, so even if we go to bed now, it's gonna be 11 a.m. when we get up. What is that? Huh? Yeah, that's what I said. Concerning. Up in the air, 10 or so feet over the moonlit grassy fields, you peer at the outline of a bubble. It sits fixed, wobbling by the push of some unknown force, clearly not affected by wind or anything else material. An esoteric pocket in the making. It is still forming. Your past experience tells you an approximate time, 1 hour. In 1 hour, it will form into something solid. I should make sure this doesn't turn into a major issue. Spend a full hour watching it. If you leave for a second, it might be gone or go completely out of control. I guess we're gonna spend an hour. Late night hours, real fun time to stay out on Tolstat. Focus on the pocket. Norfolk has a recorded rate of 0.15 rate of daily esoteric point formation. This rate is similar to other coastal cities. Above the shimmering pocket, far above, you see the moon. Alone in that ever-wide expanse, a blot of light as wide as your thumb on an outstretched fist, circling around the white, its blue-hued ring. Okay. This spot, this is where you will wait. Isn't there a saying about this? Something about not staring at esoteric pockets? The strange remains in shadows, while the eyes on folk lay upon it. Don't fall asleep. An instance for the man in the internal pool. A man? What man? Never mind. A distraction. A tingle, growling. Awaken. Your intuition was correct, as always. You waited 1 hour, and now you get to witness this esoteric event. It is forming. It has become 10 feet radius. Diorama. Within you see a fire, a vast heat, a rage of uncontrollable force, all centered on one figure. An armored kobold. Red scales gleaming through crimson plate. You step closer to the bubble. The kobold warrior turns, his eyes lock onto you. Yes, too? Latin, old Esthalian dialect. Speaks again, this time in broken Diminorian. You, human. Kobold points towards something outside the bubble. You have permission to pass? Hi there. I don't know. Do I bubble kobold? Bubble. Kobold lets out a hissing noise. Servants seek place of worship to be spared. Are you idiot? Or are you special guest? He looks you up and down. Never mind. You are special. What outfit? Are you Amargenta? Silver Slav? Ancient ruined city. Kobold is not of your time. Thixesh Durmekan. Victor of Crimson Coast. Slayer of Snail. He's a snail slayer. Year is 966 since clothing. Gold is from the Fade Air. An esoteric pocket must be showing you something through time itself. How quaint. Too bad you were only interacting with a simple kobold. Humans are weeks off, good for labor, bad for war. Speak word in strange tone, wear strange armor, no slave, show up Miss Burning City. If you were anything but human, I would say spy. But no, you're the same as all fancily dressed up humans I have seen. Dog on leash for 4 and weak drakes to play with. That's what you are. Try to say you're from the future. Future, impossible. Time is river, flows one way. Pocket burst. Well, that was useless. We wasted an hour. Unfortunate. Oh, what's that? Where are we going? Oh. Oh, wow, we got $4. Okay, it's warning me to not slip, so let's save, because we could definitely slip here. I want those. Give me those eggs. Oh, it's just gonna tell me it's just gonna tell me I can't reach them from here. Oh, no. Got some eggs in it, and you spot something shiny below. It appears unguarded. Just don't climb out there, man. You'll die, like, for sure. I wish I had Mage Hand. Where can I get Mage Hand? Used to have a version of your own memorized. It was clearly lost in the river. Feels sad. Damn. You'll need a source, perhaps in a library. If you had time for a trip to the towers, that would be ideal. You'll have to make do. Perhaps those esoteric books found in the Lich House could be of use. I already kind of took a peek at those books, but I'm going to take another peek. Now that a few things have changed. Nope. Oh. Lich isn't here. Okay, I guess we're going to bed. It was a pretty productive first day, but we are getting a late start tomorrow. 34. It's going to be noon when we wake up tomorrow, which is not great. We'll only have, 12 hours of time. I don't know what time the game started. I think it was like 9 a.m. She told me not to touch anything, but that's just not going to happen. Official city documents could contain useful information. They're not very organized. Focus on the oldest papers. Looking for any mention of a tea shop. Oh no, that's a lot of time. Let's not do that right now. Bless. Yeah, I'll take bless. Nah. A copper calendar. Is this a puzzle or what? See the month and seasons marked. Oh my god. This is way too much information. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not gonna play with the calendar. We need Mage Hand, goddammit. A shrine. And a place to sleep. Let's go to bed. Lie down. Take a long rest, please. Staying within the confines of the guard tower, you successfully spend 8 hours on your long rest. No need to roll any encounters. You've had enough for one adventuring day. Now let's see. Smart move, talking things out with the dwarves. Let's hope you can keep things civil moving forward as well. As for the youngsters, brave of you to rush in like that. Lots of radicals on the streets these days. We're getting a little report, Medusa and Rolo seem like they've been at war for quite some time. Maybe this won't be the last time you see them. Yeah, seems likely. And sorry about letting you stumble into that city below. I'm just surprised you made it out alive. Hey, we took out that skeleton. But now it's time to deal with the main quest. The tea shop awaits. Oh yeah, we can go to the tea shop now. Totally forgot. Your muscles strain as the second day begins. Yeah, it's already noon. Today you need to gather more evidence. This mystery will not solve itself. I'm not feeling too good. More sleep would help. I fell asleep quickly for once. Who cares if I actually complete this mission or not? Your patriarch for one. Okay, our bosses are getting pressured. Do you? Alright, we're starting the day. Good morning, Angel. Oh, we can behold again. Did we not behold it all last time? Oh, no, we did. No. We didn't learn anything new. Hey, what's up? I thought she was a bodyguard. Why do they got her doing paperwork? She's looking at tea shop documents. How dutiful. Dutiful and beautiful. That's an it tier promise. Yikes. Like they do mind. Muster up the courage to ask her about Earth. Can you fly or just float? You have the impulse to touch the wing. Maybe you can mend it. Make it work again. Do not. She's not reading your mind. She is reading your clearly telegraphed intentions. It just looks so cool. The Celestial does not even look at you, despite having so many eyes. Can you cast spells? I assume she can. Whatever, let's get to the juice. The juicy bit. You pause unnecessary bodily functions and some unnecessary ones like breathing. Then you focus on the goal, speech. Tell me about Earth. Get out of here right now. Run. The Fated Man God. Earth of Norvik. He's the guy. I serve his remnants. DC Smokeow. Celestial means something akin to children of dragons. The term refers to how most humans were slaves to dragons for centuries before the Arcanists broke those chains. She's impressed. The Celestial turns her head in your direction just a bit. I uphold my honor through service to the Coin Lord. Sounds like a shitty job. A job. She does not feel she has any other option. She turns back to her documents. I am unsure about many things, yet for now I serve. For good or ill. Her stance that relaxes ever so slightly, she settles in your presence. She is a fascinating creature. Ask her more. What do I know about Celestials? From the Good Plains. Man, this must be so confusing if you don't know, like, Dungeons and Dragons lore already. She is lonely, but her demeanor does not scream, please socialize with me. Yeah, can you join my party? No, I am busy. Later. Yeah, what do you think about the Lich? Boy, that creature. There's a darkness there. Yeah, obviously. He's more than a wizard. Is he a wizard? Of course. At best, he is a weak arcanist. At worst, he's a powerful arcanist. Yeah? What do you think about the goblins? Weak-willed and powerless and as individuals. Damn. A creature that survives through resilience or reliance on the group and on greater creatures. Yeah, humans are similar. I'm not weak, I'm strong. Humility and trust are important traits in all. For all. Lady Sageleaf is powerful. Her behavior is clean and acceptable. You have very cool armor. We are not flirting with the biblically accurate angel. The game's choice of who we're allowed to flirt with, I feel, is a bit arbitrary. Alright, let's grab Snell and head to the tea shop. Oh. Were they new? No, they're not new. What the fuck is that? I don't know what that is. Was that there before? Or let's, I want to peek in on our undead father figure. Oh. There. Behold! Damn. We're not beholding shit. Nope. Nothing new to talk about. We need to get stronger before he'll give us that key. I don't know if this was here before or not. Oh. Kergumensian vendor. Wants me to buy this helmet? Level 2 halfling entrepreneur. Skilled merchant businesswoman. Man, you could learn a shit ton from someone like her. Her goods are procured from all over the coast. Her goal, the journey itself, and of course, to herald the power of capital. So damn good at it. Hey, what's up? Oh, you got a little gargoyle there. Why are you blue? Since when are halflings blue? It says she has a veil, but I don't see a veil. Oh, she's got magic items. I want magic items. She tries to say something, but is clearly unable to due to her heavy layers of insulation. He said, "Gods, it's so cold here." See, your skin has a faint blue tint. That, along with her small figure, makes it obvious to you. She is a halfling. One of the Stormblood descent, originating from the Wind-Cracked Mountains. Are halflings elementals now? Let me introduce us formally. This here behind me is my guardian, Cruel Wing. Winged cruelty, flying evil, something like that. I call him Bilur. Earth elemental, terribly powerful. Fancy, isn't it? As for me, I'm Oyugui, the traveling wind. My services are available to you if you have the coin. Got a little bit of coin. I'm still getting used to this. What do you call it here? Crown, yes. Give me your crown and you shall have great treasures. No dungeoneering required. It's like she knows the language perfectly, but the way she talks is off. Of course, she's under the effect of tongues. The spell that lets you speak any language. What do you say, warrior? Make my time worth it here in the cold? Powerful spell. It is skin picture. Oh, right. Sorry, what do you call it here? You have a specific term for it. Some words do not appear to translate properly. An esoteric tattoo. Paid for it in Heiji. Fun fact, the inking was actually performed by a mummified frog woman. Okay. How much was it? 12,000 snibs. It's about 1,000 crowns. Let's look at your stuff. Comprehend languages. I want to comprehend languages. How much money do I have? I definitely... Okay, I've got 400. I don't know what these things are. Well, we definitely want to comprehend languages. I don't know what an esoteric shard is. Is that a shard of Jor? These are extra spells per day. I don't know what Elven Ointment is. Oh, maybe that must be for level 4 spells. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. I could get the helmet, but I don't feel like I need it because I don't know what it does. You have a license? Not the best bureaucracy I've encountered around the coast, but certainly not the slowest. It's not in great condition. True. Oh, she only arrived today. All right. Speak with the goblins. They know, or better, bring one of them to me. All right. That's a warning. Last adventurer tried to steal from me, left it behind. You can buy it if you want, if you dare. Why? What do you mean if I dare? Dreamweaver or Holy Boy? They're both wrong. I'm a wizard. Tell me about yourself. I don't actually care. I'm going to skip all your text. I had to fill this turn up. Listening. How do you ship? Man, I don't... I have no idea what this political situation is, but I'm going to support their independence. I don't think she's a citizen. You should vote for me. Fuck yeah. They're not ready for the truth. They're not ready for their wizard god king. Where's my goblin at? Oh, can we put Snell down the tube? I gotta put Snell down the tube. Come over here, Snell. Mm-hmm. By the way, yesterday with Darrow. Thanks. Doesn't make much of a difference to people like him, but seeing you stand up to Darrow like that, priceless. Snell is friend. What an honorable cleric we've picked up. Oh boy. Okay, well, sorry, Snell, but you're going down the tube. It's just not human size, you know? Can't be helped. This is our only option. Over here. Ugh. Hey, Snell, check it out for me. Hey, huh? Check out what exactly? The hole. Go inside. You seriously think that You do that yourself. I'll help kick if you get stuck. Come on, Snell. It's the only way we'll solve the mystery. No. Both to me crawling into that shit pipe and that it would somehow solve the mystery. Idea rejected. Ugh. You traitor, Snell. I'll get you for this. Should be able to charm person him and get him to go down. Okay, we gotta go to the tea shop. Be right over here. Let's get in there. Your companion does not enjoy the taste of sweet, sweet cardamom. You like cardamom cake, Snell? I don't partake, Cleric. It's time, Cleric. You get ready to step inside. Your body begins shivering. Death. This is death. Shut up, stomach. What is this? There are compartments filled with ruined tin boxes. In the back, there's a complicated set of tubes and pipes combining into some type of tea-making machine. A brewer. Not often you get to see those these days. I'll have a sweet with cream, please. He leans over the counter. Oh, make that half cream, actually. My tummy's sensitive today. It's making fun of humans and their love of milk. Time to make a different, better joke. That'll be smooth. But you're a goblin, don't you want some green tea? That's funny, because I'm green. Check the damn counter. Eat shit, Snell. Making fun of our lactose consumption. Look over the machine. Our pipes expensive, handcrafted. It smells awful. An intense scent. Why does it smell like that? Smell the disgusting burnt muck through the gaps of your helm. Smells like disgusting burnt muck. What smells foul makes your nose stronger. That's not true. I'm going to pretend I didn't see that. Check the output valve. Only shut when it's brewing. That means it was working during the explosion. You try to turn the valve, but it bends at an odd angle. Tiny piece of copper comes flying towards you, hitting your helmet with a dink. The valve bursts open, releasing an oozing pile of tea, ash, and gods only know what else onto the floor. The scent is particularly awful. Avoid. Avoid. Try to survive. I think we'll be fine. It's fetid, melted ooze. The floor behind the counter is now covered in a layer of ashy mulch. Why is it so disgusting? It's just... I don't think tea leaves normally turn into disgusting slime. With the bell, a box opens up at the top of the machine. Inside, you see dried tea leaves. It's the steam leaves. They're supposed to add extra flavor, and that scent, they're ukul leaves from Kargamesh. Wait, this thing was ready to go. Doesn't that mean it was being used during the explosion? Grab the leaves. Carefully place the dry leaves in your pouch. Now, can we please not hang around this goop? Okay. I suppose. Lumps of what was once porcelain. Okay, let's behold Snell. We get a little bit of info. This goblin gets shit done, no matter the odds. Highly competent, but with a craving for validation. Just look at the way he dresses himself. The heat must have been extremely intense at this spot to cause such an effect. Grabbing the edge of a cup reveals how stuck it is. You can't move it an inch. The heat must have been thousands of degrees. Okay. Well, it definitely wasn't a fireplace malfunction. Okay, we got seating. Wood, it still stands. The left booth doesn't seem interesting. Snell checks the right one. Check the central booth. Militia hosed the whole place down, Snell says, while lifting a coal-like wood piece. Especially here in the front. It's all sludge. It'll be hard finding any signs of anything. Bad guys always leave big signs. We'll find something. Wouldn't that be neat? Look over the debris carefully. Lifting some of the wreckage, you spend 10 minutes searching around the crevice behind the booth until something catches your eye. Something not burnt. You reach out and grab it. A melted ilium brooch. The ilium, like the elves? It's a tiny metal leaf. It fits in the palm of your gloved hand. As you wipe off the soot, you find it in a strange condition. Its intricate design shows both value and style, but feel a tingle down your arm. Esoterical. The tiny leaf fits in the palm of your gloved hand. Magic item. Brooch is half melted. A magic item does not get destroyed like this. Not by anything but the most powerful of magic. It simply does not happen. This is a brooch designed by ilium hands. Their religious leaders and nobility carry these. He did say to yell. He jumps, then gives you an angry glare. Not so loud, damn it. Strange, interesting. Kind of survive the fire? Bring it with. She'll tell the old lady. Intact wood is strange. Put pressure on the broken piece. It's some burnt bracken. Looking at the piece of wood, it's been infused with fiery energies. Looking inside the burnt wood, you see a sliver of alive bracken. The thickness of the survived and burnt wood suggests a certain level of heat and firepower. This was caused by a fireball spell. Regular third level wouldn't do this kind of damage to bracken. Interesting. Yeah, I know. They use some super fire. This has already been established, essentially. I don't remember by who. Someone said there was different colors of fire magic. There was like green and blue and purple. Whatever content once filled this chamber has been pushed up against the cracked walls. And we can... I saw the blue flame. Check the iron beams. Check the ceiling. Ceiling's intact. Alright, let's not fail this check. Very good. You look around and find the damage confusing. While centered in the chamber, the damage appears uneven, as if the force of the explosion was struggling with itself. That thought, you receive a vision. Replaying the event in your mind, an explosion. In the chamber, conflagration spreading. Just doesn't work. However, you experiment in your head with the idea of multiple explosions. Suddenly it clicks. The floor, it has several marks. You start counting. 1, 2, 3. It's not enough. Looking around the chamber, you see several points from which the fire clearly spread. The explosion is no. Explosions. Multiple. Your companion lifts his head from whatever scraps he was looking over. What'd you say? You keep counting. 4, 5, 6. Even that is not enough. Fires. The immense force. 7, 8. You point at the last spot on the floor you can see, near the west wall where you're standing. 9. 9? 9 of them. You see his face contort as it dawns on him. More than one. Hold up 7 fingers. 9 separate explosions. Simultaneously. Why do we hold up 7 fingers? He won't mention it. He's too kind. He looks around the chamber, concerned. Walk me through it. How do 9 explosions go off at the same time? We got a cabal of sorcerers? A coven? What? I mean, I think they're just magical bombs. Careful now. Do you really want to share this info with him? Necklace of fireball? Is that what we actually think? I didn't think it was a necklace of fire. I mean, I guess a necklace of fireball is like magical bombs, but this is like super fireballs. It's like a necklace of meteor swarm. So it implies a threat, something like, if you lie to her, she'll eat you alive. The damn blast zone. I think I'm fairly certain of this, that a very powerful fireball spell was cast right on this spot. Exactly how that would happen is confounding to me. So let's both just look over the debris and bring as much information as we can to the lady. Why do you think it's a fireball? Won't be the first time either. Norvik's seen his fair share of renegade wizards over the years. Do they not teach fireball at the towers? They really should. Flip table. Well, let's see what's under it. Although I can't move it. Leave this for last if you're able. So whisper the strings in your ears. Okay. I don't know how that makes any sense, but I trust my wisdom. Paper is apparently weak to fire. Magazines. He doesn't like reading these shitty magazines, apparently. Copper zines, just a bunch of lies and tall tales. Just to make sure you're not falling apart or anything. What? I just seem to notice you start to act a bit strange sometimes. Just wanted to make sure you're not, I don't know, leaking out of your head or something. He still looks concerned. Don't scare him like this. It's just charcoal, nothing. But what if? DC plus 10 from our Esoteric Pocket Watch. What the fuck? Esoteric Pocket Watch, why are you betraying me like this? Hold on, can we unequip our Pocket Watch? Oh, shit. Yeah, there we go. Now it's DC 3. Among the mess, you notice something solid. Moving away a small pile of burnt magazines, you discover a paper completely unharmed by the flames. A bit dirty, but a quick shake reveals the title. The Undercommon. Spent a fortnight fishing these bad boys out of the sewers last year. What kind of asshole thought a magically indestructible newspaper was a good idea? There's a faint tealish outline on the paper, not quite glowing in the dark, but almost. Can't even be burnt. Is it any good? Ah, shit. The magic elven brooch was damaged, but not this? Immunity to fire damage sure is something, huh? Interesting. Reckon melted. Oh, the melted brooch is plus 2 charisma. I guess if there's a charisma check that we end up needing, we can try to stack up our items to get to like 10 charisma if we're lucky. See an iron door under rubble and soot. An incredibly high temperature must have been involved to cause this door to bend like this. Look at the hinges. Hinges are connected to the wall via thick iron nails. Combination of force and heat. Melt iron like this, it would require incredible heat. Yeah, obviously. See? 8th or 9th level. Oh. Money. Frame without a painting. Well, I assume the paint is incinerated. The actual picture was obviously burnt away in the blast. Painting of a door. Poor Snell. He got stuck with the unhinged cleric. Are you saying this burned painting is not a clue? Fuck it, sure, it's a clue. Why not? There's beauty in art. Drivel. Such anti-canonical thought is exactly why art has lost its meaning. A little bit crazy sometimes, intelligence. Melted to hell, but still somewhat intact. Not affected by the fire as some pipes you saw in the central tea shop chamber. Okay. Well, I guess it's time for the thing it told me to wait, so do last. Oh, I assume something's gonna happen here. Huh? There was something interesting. However, make sure you look around first. You checked out the rest of the chamber. Made a DC. Damn. We still have to roll. This is gonna. We can't do it. Okay, we gotta keep using shards. We need to roll an 18. Oh, hold on. Let me put on some strength gear. This one's strength. Plus 2 strength. Tower key. Okay, we're up to 10 strength, baby. Come on. Yeah, okay, well, we would have succeeded even without our strength gear if we roll a fucking nat 20. 1, 2, 3, flip the table. That's a dead body. Amidst soot and broken tiles, you see a corpse. It almost disappears into the destruction around it. Gods be good. 1 casualty. The corpse appears completely charred to you. Such destruction would make it very difficult to identify. The size is average in human terms, somewhat slender. Hard to make out anything other than a silhouette. The goblin steals himself. How much experience do you have with corpses, Cleric? Your thoughts land on anatomy books, basic medicine training, nothing practical. Death, you know it, you fear it. You were far too young. What does that mean? The goblin breaks his tense stare down at the corpse and turns to you. He is afraid the corpse will awaken. Not an unreasonable concern, Cleric. Not much. What about you? I'm no expert, but, you know, part of the gig. We should do a preliminary checkup just to scope out the scene. Then we'll get a transport to the Lich House, I guess. Viskin, examine it. In a healthy distance, the goblin is afraid. He does not want to touch the corpse. You feel bad for him. Fortunately, I don't have my wisdom bonuses on right now. look at the torso first. It doesn't smell. She was incinerated fully in an instant. The intense heat caused rapid muscle contraction, freezing the woman in place. She placed herself in this position, most likely to take cover from the explosion. Nothing but black and brittle carbon residue. However, you are quite certain this was a woman. Mortician will have to determine that. Well, I know a woman when I see one. Whatever led her to this corner, it was quick. Woman, unknown age, she crawled up in this position moments before the explosion. She did not suffer. He leans in slightly closer. Too far to see anything, poor goblin. You see, the left hand is half destroyed. Perhaps they landed on it. Could have shattered in the fall if the source of the fire was instantaneous enough. But most likely the fire would have taken at least half a minute to be lethal. And only if the fire source was hot enough to cook the target's brain. The right hand is clenched near the victim's hip, holding something. A clue, of course. Looks like something brittle in the grip. Perhaps leave it for later? No, this is a bad idea. Unless you want to break that fist in 1,000 pieces. But hey, maybe you do. I do want... Doesn't really matter if we break the hand or not. Depending on what's in there, maybe I'll load. Hard hand crackles and the corpse soot. Oh God, save us all. The corpse stuff all over your hands. I don't like this. I don't like this. It is horrific to be so close to death. If the terror wears off and the soot comes off, you find something in the mess you made. Glimmering. A chain. A thin gold chain, or parts of it. Over the second after you see it, you watch it begin to glow. An esoteric glow. Then it starts to break apart in front of your eyes. The gold chain within seconds, turning into another pile of dust. The fuck? That was magic, right? Yes. Defense mechanism. Nothing you can deal with now. Check out the head. Not much to see. Fires burned off. Everything. Well, charred beyond recognition. The skull itself is fairly intact. The mouth is intact. Good. Speak with dead. It requires an intact mouth and the corpse to successfully mimic speech. Even in this condition, the corpse should be a valid target. Do I notice anything else? A good question. Looking for distinguishing features, you do notice something interesting. The ears. Look at the ears closely. Despite barely keeping a recognizable form, what remains of ears have a particular shape. They're sharp and pointy. It's a fucking dagger ears. An elf. Or maybe it's a goblin. A really tall goblin? Snell's got pointy ears. There's only one humanoid creature on the coast with his body size and pointy ears. Not an orc, not a gnome, and not a human. The goblin takes a step back. No chance. Oh boy, there's no doubt. Oh no. Ilim weeps. Her children are slaves to fascism. What? Your companion glares at the corpse. His head then slowly turns towards you. Oh no. Oh dear gods. It's a damn elf. I don't know enough about the relationships with the different races and elves and shit to know why that matters. This is the death you fear, the dramatic end to your career. Did you know? No, they couldn't have. Yet you have, through no means of your own, landed in this trapped hallway of a mission. You only have one choice now. Find out exactly why this happened, who killed the elf, who blew up the tea shop. And that's what I'm trying to do. You feel the answer must lie below. Far, far below. I don't know why we... Well, I guess the one guy went down. I might want to load and not do the hand, and then see if Biskin can get something from it. Oh, the duck is here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he thought that it was going to be an Asgulin. Yeah. There's like 3 of them in the entire city. How bad is this? The only more powerful, even in Norvik. If one of their own got off, yeah, could spell trouble for sure. You'd think that. I'm guessing it'll be impossible. This is above my rank. Still servicing the old lady for now. Gather any remaining clues in the tea shop, then we report to Lady Sageleaf. Snaps his finger. ASAP. Here the pale man clears throat across the circular chain. Well, Cleric, I am finished with my report. Just give a thumbs up. You know the thing. Oh, speak with dead. Thing clerics do with the corpses. Speak with dead. You never had a chance to cast Speak with Dead before coming here. Right. That is a thing I am somewhat capable of doing. Great. And don't call it corpse stuff. Doesn't sound good. You get 5 questions from the spell, right? With that, you should easily be able to figure out who, what, why, when, and so on. You already memorized the spell. Go ahead and make use. I thought it was a 3rd level. I can't cast 3rd level spells yet, though. Oh, wait, but doesn't it take years to learn that shit? Give me an afternoon or 2. Yeah, let's hear Viskin's report. Okay, it's midnight for me, which means it's time to end stream. So thanks so much to anyone who stopped by to watch the stream. I really appreciate it. Try to stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 30 at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll be streaming again next Monday. Still playing Esoteric Ebb. I hope to see you then. I also post short content every day to my TikTok and YouTube, so you can check me out there too. Yeah, that's it. We'll be playing Esoteric Ebb on Monday and Tuesday, and then we'll be playing Deltarune, chapter 5 or whatever, when it comes out on Wednesday, the 24th. So yeah, hope to see you then. Hope to see you next week. Peace. Have a good weekend. Good night.